Hey guys, it's Gameface here and welcome back to episode 3 of my Juventus career mode. Now in today's episode, we're hopefully going to get back on track after the last episode's disappointing results. We lost pretty convincingly to Pescara the last episode. So yeah, not a fantastically positive episode, but hopefully this time round we can get ourselves some better results. The first game is against Crotone, something like that. Never actually heard of them before, so I think maybe one of the newly promoted sides, I want to say. Hopefully that is correct, but yeah, we are going to be changing the formation at times during this episode. I want to play a 3 at the back again in this game, which I think is a bit risky, but we're going to give it a go anyway. And then if that doesn't work, we'll look to change it to a different system, probably a 4 at the back as opposed to 5 at the back. You guys have been telling me in the comments, I think currently Juventus have been using 4-2-3-1 a lot recently, so we're going to give that a go as well at some point. So we'll wait and see what happens anyway in today's episode. We're going to be using Icardi, who we signed in the last episode. We also signed Guerrero as well from our former club Dortmund. He's on the bench for this game. This is the side I've gone with. Like I say, we're going to trial the 3 at the back again against a lesser side. We've got Buffon starting in goal, Azpilicueta, Bonucci and Laporte as my 3 centre-backs. In front of that, oh no, let me check how you pronounce his name. Krychowiak, I think. Krychowiak is the way I'm going to pronounce it. Hopefully that's right. That's ultimately, yeah, Sam, thank you very much for letting me know how you pronounce his name. There was a couple of other people as well that did let me know, so thank you very much for that. And yeah, we've got Storaro starting centre mid alongside Pjanic, and then we've got Comer on the right-hand side, Alexander on the left-hand side with Icardi and Higuain starting up front. So quite a strong attack. This is the bench we've gone with. Again, quite a strong bench as well, to be honest. There's a couple of players that miss out. Chiellini and Barzagli have taken out the squad along with Cuadrado, and see how we get on in this game. Hopefully get ourselves 3 points. It's a home match. Before we get on to the game though, if we could go ahead and hit 40 likes on today's episode, I would really appreciate it. And if you haven't already, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well down below. Don't forget to hit that bell button as well to get notifications and stay up to date for when I upload new videos. So yeah, let's crack on and see how we get on. Hopefully get ourselves 3 points. And we need to start to build on Inter Milan because they overtook us in the last episode. Okay, here we go. We've got snow to deal with here at our home ground. I really want a good performance from the guys. We need to get ourselves 3 points. Such a disappointing last episode. Similar to the Leeds crowd as well. We had a disappointing episode recently with that as well. I don't know whether it's just the difficulty at the moment. I don't know whether EA have changed the gameplay or something like that, and that's affected things. I'm not really too sure. It just hasn't really worked in recent times. So we need to give it a go and hopefully get ourselves a better result this time round. I will be quick to make changes though if I don't think it's working. Icardi wins it back. That's brilliant from him. Gonna go for the shots. Gets blocked. I had a feeling that was coming. Another shot to goal this time round. On his debut though, Icardi with the goal. Not too sure how much of a popular signing he was. Didn't really think about it when I was signing him last episode. Hopefully you guys are okay with it though. I know he's had a bit of a falling out into Milan, but we've scored with him here. 20 minutes in, 1-0. The initial shot gets blocked. This time though, it won't be blocked and the goalkeeper can't save it either. 1-0. Very happy with that with our new signing. Starting to repay the £35 million price tag which we paid for him. Obviously Mandzukic going the other way as well. So yeah, very happy with that opening goal. Storaro wins it back. Looking to Krychowiak. Icardi. On to Alexander. He's made a good run. Needs to keep going, get a cross in. Icardi. Oh, he's doing well. Sandro's gone down. Oh, why do we get so many injuries? Oh, he's going to have to come off. Only positive thing is that it gives us a chance to try out Guerrero, who I wanted to bring on anyway during this game, but it's a shame because that means Alexander's going to be out for a little while now. Such a disappointing thing to happen. It happens a lot. They've obviously not got the balance right, EA, with the amount of injuries, because every time your player gets knocked a little bit, it's an injury. But we're going to have to deal with that. Hopefully Guerrero will bring us some extra pace, extra energy. Don't really know. We're only 30 minutes in, so it's not like Sandro had lost too much of his pace. But yeah, disappointing to have had to make a change 30 minutes in. Guerrero looking to cross it in. It's a fantastic delivery. Nearly picks out Higuain. Brilliant involvement. He's going to be on the pitch a few minutes. Pjanic still running here. He's been running from his own half. Now needs to find the right pass. Finds Icardi. Oh, he's back to Pjanic. Oh, good save. Wasn't too sure that he was going to be offside. He wasn't. Higuain still has it. Looks for the cross. Pjanic again at the back post. Icardi's there. Goalkeeper can't hold on to it. Eventually does. Just before half time. Could really be 2-0 up here. Haven't quite managed to take that chance. Half time, winning the game 1-0. Probably should be 2-0. That's my only concern, that we've not got the second goal just yet. But a positive performance so far. A very good performance. We'll look to freshen up though at some point. Because obviously we need to make sure we've got plenty of energy in this side to continue pressing the ball to try and win it back. Krychowiak wins it back. Icardi onto Higuain. He's going to play it through to Pjanic. Oh, good save from the goalkeeper. Need the second goal desperately here. Okay, final two changes. We're going to bring on Cubas, I think is how I pronounce it, and Pjaka, I think, as well. We're going to bring those two on. That means Krychowiak's going to come off, and so will Pjanic as well. We're going to go to, obviously, a 4-4-1 type formation, or a 4-2-3-1 wide type of formation. We're going to give that a go. Obviously, Guerrero will slot in at left back, Azpilicueta at right back, so it works quite nicely for us. We'll wait and see whether that makes us even more solid in defence. Not really being pressured, though, too much. We need a second goal, ideally. It just hasn't quite arrived just yet, but hopefully that'll happen. Maybe this is the right formation to do that. Pjanic onto Storaro. That's a good pass. Storaro needs to find a cross now. Pjanic is in there. Oh, he gets on the end of it. It's 2-0. He's coming off it now, but he's managed to get a goal before he does that. And with 20 minutes left, we're winning the game 2-0. Very, very happy with that. And now we need to keep the clean sheets, maybe even add to the scoreline on the break or something like that. But yeah, fantastic bit of build-up play. Pjanic has actually looked fantastic going forward. Really, really good attacking player for us. And that's worked out perfectly. Good cross in there as well. And gets on the end of it. So yeah, fantastic at the moment. 2-0. And that means that we should really get the 3 points from this stage. But there's 20 minutes to go. And now we can change the formation, bring on a couple of new players, and hopefully see the rest of the game out. Coman onto Icardi. That's a good pass. Right into the path of Icardi. This was what I was on about, hitting on the break. Icardi, oh, it was going across the goalkeeper. Not so convinced that would have gone in. Benucci, Cubas. Going to look for Guerrero's overlap. He's going to go for the cross. It's a good delivery, actually. Just no one quite there. Oh, so close to a third. Didn't see who it was. Was it Pjaka? Was it someone else? Good little turn there. I mean, it fell for him very kindly. The deflection actually make it slightly closer to the goal. Or more chance of it going anyway, but out for a corner. And we're going to again try and hit the front post if we can. Much better this time. Oh, actually falls for Icardi. Couldn't take the shot though, and the goalkeeper comfortably smothers it. A late corner for us to defend now. This might be the final attack of the game. Need to make sure we can clear it properly. Keep a clean sheet if we can. And Laporte to headed that one out. That should really be it now, I would have thought. Icardi maybe to hit on the break if he's got enough pace on him. Not too sure whether he's going to be able to get past this final player though. Weaving out still. Good run from him. Icardi looking to play the pass on to Higuain. Does he have the strength and finish? Oh no. In the end, completely puts it wide, but we're happy anyway. We've got the 2-0 win. Could have been more, could have been 3 or 4, but we'll happily take the 3 points and the clean sheet. And hopefully this can be the start of a winning run, getting back on track in the league. And yeah, very, very happy with that performance. We limited them to 0 shots. I'm not so convinced that they had 0 shots. I'm pretty sure they had 1 or 2. But anyway, that's what it says on the stats. 11 shots, I think it was for us as well. 9 on target. So very happy with that. Now let's move on to the next game. We've also got the January transfer window as well, which we're in the middle of at the moment. So I'll look to potentially sell some players and also maybe even sign some as well. I know you left some comments in the previous episode. And, Sandro's out for 3 months. Such a similar sort of position that I was in the episode on my Leeds Crotone, if you watch it. We had a player out for 3 months in the last episode. That's just happened with Sandro as well. So, brilliant. Luckily, we have loads of different options. Guerrero just came in. We've got Matteo as well, who can play some sort of role, but it's frustrating. We've got Asamoah as well, so we are really covered, but he's 87 rated. He's a very, very important player in the team, so it's frustrating when that happens. Let's do some player drills this week and see exactly what's going to happen. Cubas got up to 79 overall. By the way, looks really, really good in game. Very happy with him. Other than that, though, not much growth this week. Just Cubas go up to 79. So we're going to delve into the transfer window a little bit now. We're going to hopefully try and sign this right back. Now, it was suggested, I think, in the last episode. A really, really good suggestion as well. Never heard of him before. I don't really think he rings any bells whatsoever, but he's the sort of player that I think we need. Right back currently, we've got Azpilicueta, which can play there. Obviously, can play left back as well. Dani Alves and Lichtsteiner. Now, Dani Alves and Lichtsteiner, I'm actually a huge fan of in real life. I think they're both very, very talented players, and I like Dani Alves especially. But they're just not very fast in game. They've got about 70 pace now each, if not slightly lower. They're getting very old. We need a little bit of youth and strength in this side on the right-hand side. And he's 6 foot, this guy. He's very fast. He's everything that we need, really. He's 83 overall, though, so he's not going to be cheap. We have to hopefully try and get him in here. We'll have to wait and see how much Napoli are willing to sell him for. Obviously, it's not ideal having to get him from a rival. But yeah, we're going to wait and see what sort of deal we can come up with now. Okay, so we're going to go with an £18 million bid plus Dani Alves. He's worth about 3.1 million, as you can see there. He's getting very old. I'm not too sure whether he'd be really capable of playing the sort of system that I want to play. We need something a bit faster. Hopefully Napoli are okay with that. I think the likelihood is, though, they will reject it, maybe ask for a little bit more money, maybe even say they're not interested in Dani Alves, understandably with him being 35 years old. But we'll wait and see what comes back of that. Other than that, I don't really have any other sort of offers lined up, to be honest. I was looking at the squad, and I was kind of undecided, really, as to where else we should strengthen. I think, other than right back, we do look pretty strong. I was tempted by another centre-back. I think Barzagli and Chiellini are just a little bit slow, even though the stats don't suggest it. The turn of pace hasn't been very good, and I've noticed that in our loss in the last episode when I was watching the footage back. The turn of pace just wasn't there, so I'm not too sure whether maybe they're getting a little bit past it. Obviously, I don't want to have to sell them, to be honest, and I'd try and keep them in the squad if I could. But maybe another centre-back would be helpful. We've got Blanco as well, but he's not really the highest quality. So yeah, I'd be looking potentially at signing another one. We've got Regani as well, which I'm looking forward to using a little bit more. Left back wise, we've got obviously Sandro's injured now. But we've got Azpilicueta, Guerrero, Matteo, who can all cover that sort of position. I think CDM, we're actually fine. I think that in that position, we've got loads of different players that can play there. So I'm not too worried. Maybe centre attacking mid's the only sort of place where we don't look like we've got anybody that can really play there. But do we really need one? Again, not really too sure on that one whether we do. Mertens was suggested, though, by a couple of people, actually, in the last episode. So that one is tempting. We'd have to get rid of a big name, I think, in order to be able to afford him. We've got, obviously, plenty of wingers, I think. Well, I say plenty. Actually, we've only got 3. Maybe need to look at that one again. And then strikers, I think we've just about got enough. Again, in an ideal world, we'd probably have one extra one. But I think Higuain, Icardi and Zaza will be okay. And we've also, I think, got this Seri guy who I think is pretty tall, yeah, 6'4", who can also do us a job, I'd imagine, as well, if you desperately need someone else. So I think strikers were fine. I think maybe an extra winger, maybe a centre attacking mid we could look at. And maybe even a centre-back as well. So 3 potential signs. I can't see us making all 3 of them, though. And obviously trying to bring in that right-back as well. But yeah, we'll take a look at the transfer window, the market now, and see whether we can bring anyone in that's actually going to be affordable for us. I think our next bid is going to be for Vidmir, I think is how you pronounce his name. Not too sure on the pronunciation. It could be Widmir, but I think it's Vidmir. And he's a right mid that can also play right back, so similar sort of player to Liechtensteiner, hence why he's in part of the deal for this. He's fast, he's a bit younger, and again, will be the sort of player that we're looking at to try and bring in a right back potentially. Obviously, we probably wouldn't bring in both the right backs to take a look at. This is kind of as an alternative sort of player. This one would involve Liechtensteiner and 10 million, a little bit under what he's actually worth, so the likelihood of that one being accepted is not particularly high, but we'll wait and see what they come back and say there, Udinese. We are looking at other players as well, but I think it's going to be a bit of a struggle on our budget to be able to sign too many more players. Obviously, centre attacking mid would be nice to bring in, but I think Mertens is going to be far too much for us. Okay, this one looks a little bit different. Again, another player I've never heard of. He's called Verdi, Simeone Verdi or something like that. Centre attacking mid, 14 million he's worth apparently. But stats-wise, looks very good. Looks like a player that's worth more than 14 million to me. Very good pace. His ball control and his dribbling look particularly good. Short passing very good as well. He can play as centre attacking mid, but also as a right winger, left-footed, so cuts inside, obviously on the right. But yeah, the sort of player that I think maybe we could do with. So we're going to take a look at him, maybe put in some sort of player to try and entice him to get him in. Hernandez is obviously the obvious choice, really. Another aging player that we're going to have to try and move on if we want to try and push him, win the league and the Champions League. He's worth 3.7 million. Maybe put 11 million on top of that and just see as an initial bid what they say to that. Okay, so I'm just taking a look at Mertens, and actually, he's not as expensive as I thought. I think he's gone down in value, down in overall a little bit. Not as fast as I remember either, although I might be thinking of Insigne, to be honest. But dribbling 86, still looks a very good player. But at Man City now, 12.5 million, so much cheaper than I expected. Squad rotational player. Looks like the deal could happen. Okay, so this is the bid I'm going to go with. 6 million and a guy called Boyer. I think it's Boyer, how you pronounce his name. He's worth 6.5 million. I have no intention of really using him. I'm not too sure that he's an actual Juventus player in real life or not. But yeah, 77 overall, 25 years old. We've got other players that we'll use in front of him. So we're going to go with 6 million plus him. See whether they will let us have him for that. I'm not really too sure. Seems like the sort of player that you might want to allow to leave if he's squad rotational. And now we might just put in a bid for one centre-back and see what we can get done. Hopefully, a centre-back that's going to add something to the squad. Okay, so I don't think we're going to go any further with the centre-back one just yet. I was thinking about it, maybe if we are going to play 4 at the back, which is most likely against most of the bigger teams and the bigger games, I suppose, and then maybe we won't need another centre-back. But we'll wait and see what happens anyway in the last sort of few days. or the next few days, I should say. Transfer offer in for one of our strikers. We've got him listed. We'll get him out the door, try and get some money in for him. Also get an extra space in our squad as well. We'll ask for the 3.3 million that he's worth. Hopefully, we'll have that matched. Okay, some responses back here. We have got Napoli agreeing to the deal for their right back, actually involving Dani Alves, 18 million and plus Dani Alves. So we're going to match the 80 grand a week, which he's wanting. Actually surprising that they've accepted that, but we'll go ahead with it anyway. 3-year deal, and I think crucial first team player is probably fair, to be honest. He will be very important in our team. And yeah, we've got Udinese here coming back and saying that they have rejected the offer because even though they're interested in the player, they want 19.7 million. So for this deal, for the right mid, it was obviously involving Liechtensteiner. They want 19.5, was it I said? So yeah, we're not going to do that. We've got Man City coming back here and accepting the bid in for Mertens. That's fantastic news. 6 million, plus the player that we're not going to use. He wants 140 grand a week. So here we could be signing the player that you guys asked for. We're going to go ahead with, I think, a 2-year deal. Not that it really matters. It's only going to be half a season here. And we're going important first team player. I think that's fair, although it's rotational also is tempting. And a loan offer. A loan offer which I kind of just went for, but didn't really expect anything from, for Mangala at Man City. They don't want to loan him out this time. Kind of anticipated that. He's 83 overall now, Mangala, so someone that they weren't really going to loan out, I think. So a bit disappointing, but we'll continue to look for a centre-back if we need one. Like I say, I think we're actually going to go to a 4 at the back. A 4-2-3-1, I think, is what we're going to play for the majority of the season, I think, now. So we will change the formation. We'll go to a 4-2-3-1 wide, and we'll get the team changed for this final game of the episode. It's a cup game, and it's one that we need to obviously try and win. Keep a good cup run going to try and win every single trophy that we can this season. So this is how we're going to go with. Buffon's going to again start in goal, as Blaqueta at right back this time round with Regani and Chiellini at centre back. Then Matteo at left back, we've got Khedira and Cubas playing as my holding midfielders, Cuadrado as my right mid, Asamoah as my left mid with Marquisio in behind Zaza, those two going forward. Hopefully that's going to be an okay team. It's obviously a rotated side, it's a cup game, so there will be changes. This is the bench I've gone with. Alves, Laporte, Vitali, Hernandez, Pejaka and Icardi, and obviously Seri there as well, giving a bit of a chance on the bench. Maybe he'll come on if we need him. 6'4" gives us a different option. A few players missing out, resting for the next game in the league, which is obviously one that's more important for us at the moment, given our form. So let's wait and see how we get on in the cup game. I'd like, again, a cup run if we can get one, but it's going to have to be with a rotated side. Hopefully, though, we can beat this side and get through to the next round. Okay, here we go. 4 at the back. Not played this one from the off, I don't think at all, actually, so far in this career mode. We've been going with mainly sort of 3 or 5 at the back. So hopefully this will work. It's the formation Juventus have been using in real life. We'll wait and see, though, how we can cope with it. Asamoah gets up this left-hand side. Zaza should be in the box. He's not, so we're going to have to wait for him. Good arrival there from Zaza, though. Khedira! Oh, no, he's just hit the bar. What a chance that was. Chested back to the goalkeeper. You've got to finish that off. An empty net. Oh, good turn. Good chance. Good save from Buffon. Needed to be cleared, though. That's their first chance. Looks like they're going to score from it, though, to be honest. Very lucky there to be let off the hook. Still remains 0-0. Could probably be 1-1, though. Khedira going to look for Zaza. That's a good little ball through. Zaza finishes it off brilliantly. What a hit that is. I know he's obviously one-on-one with the goalkeeper, but he smashed that one home. It's 1-0, and it's been a brilliant start to this game. Inside the first 20 minutes, Zaza firing into the back of the net off the post, and it's a brilliant run from him as well. That's what I want to see from my other strikers, getting in behind that defence. It's not that difficult, really. Someone's got to make the run. Zaza does. Khedira with the through ball. Finishing it off. Very happy with the performance so far. Much better. Zaza still going here, looking strong. I say that as he gets shoved off the ball. Zaza, brilliant pass. Should get there as well, Cuadrado. He does, and wins us a corner. No, a goal kick. Khedira, on to Zaza. Need a second goal. It'll be a very important one if we could get it here. Zaza, can he finish it off? Oh, so close. Got brought down there, but it was after the shot. Cuadrado, Khedira, finally get the second goal. That's a very important one for us. Really happy with that. Khedira looking very, very good. I'll be honest with you, stats-wise, I'm not a huge fan of him. He's a slower player in midfield. I'm not a huge fan of that. But in the opening 40 minutes, he's been incredible. Got an assist and got himself a goal finally. Obviously, could have got one earlier on, hit the bar. This time, though, smashes it through the goalkeeper. And it's 2-0 before half-time. Matteo looking to deliver a ball in. Cuadrado, oh, should have got on the end of that. Should be 3-0. Such a good ball in there from Matteo. It's half-time. It's only 2-0. But so happy we got the second goal. Very, very important for us. If it kept on at 1-0, anything can happen at that point. 2-0 though gives us a nice little gap to hopefully go on and get a third, maybe even a fourth in this game. Khedira. Oh, great chance. Oh, what a strike, what a save though, to be fair to him. It's out for a corner. We're starting to play some really good stuff. It's the dominant football that we should expect from Juventus. Into the front post here, hopefully. Zaza's near there, but can't quite connect with it. Okay, first two changes now. Hernandez and Vitale to come on. There's no need to bring on any of our big guns, so we're going to keep on the bench for now. Cubas and Marquisio coming off here. It might be that we bring on Seri, I think is how you pronounce his name. He might come on a little bit later on, but for now we'll just make the first two changes. Maybe even Dani Alves. Not 100% sure yet. Still looking at Khedira to try and push into this starting 11 a little bit more. He's been incredible for us in this game. He's certainly going to put himself forward, I think, for the starting 11 in league games. Zaza, looking for that pass through. Nearly found it as well. Keeps hold of it. Asamoah, and couldn't quite keep hold of it that time. Okay, final change. Khedira's getting very tired now, so we're going to take him off. We're going to bring on Dani Alves. A little bit of a strange change, but it's going to be his final appearance for us for the last few minutes before he leaves. I think going to, is it Napoli? Because obviously he's part of the trade deal for the other right back that we're interested in. So Quadrado's going to go at centre attacking mid. Dani Alves will go right mid. Azpilicueta will stay on, even though I was looking to take him off. Khedira is the one that I think needs to come off a little bit more. So that's what we'll do. 10 minutes left. Okay, here we have Dani Alves coming on for what we expect to be his final appearance, assuming that deal goes through nicely for the new right back that we're looking at. Khedira will come off, and this is his final appearance. 8 minutes to show us what we're going to be missing out on. Hopefully not loads, but we'll wait and see how he performs. It was a shame to get rid of him, but it seems like that will be the case after this game. And yeah, 8 minutes now to have a bit of a run out. I think this is probably his first appearance under my management, I think. On to Dani Alves. Could this be his final involvement for us? Still got a little bit of pace left in his legs, actually, to be fair to him. Dani Alves, he's nearly got a goal on his final appearance. And it will be a corner for us. Hernandez to Asamoah. Still going here. Going to look for Zaza, I think. He's going to lay it off. Chiellini not known for his shooting. Neither is Azpilicueta. Matteo. Going to look for a crossing chance. Oh, great chance for us there. Didn't quite manage to get it in. Going to look again, though. Zaza. Oh, it's 3-0. Perfect. The perfect win for us. Zaza completes the game with a goal. Did he score any of our others? I can't quite remember the other two goals now, to be honest. But a fantastic header, nevertheless. And it gets on the score sheet. And it's 3-0. Really, really happy with that. Fantastic ball in. Dominating them in our performance, really. He did get the first goal, actually, so it's the second of the game. And that is everything. We've won the match 3-0. Very, very happy with that performance. I think 3's probably deserved, to be honest. Maybe even a fourth would have been. But overall, fantastic result for us. So it seems like we might have Inter Milan in the next round, in the quarterfinals. That'll be a very interesting game if that one is the case. But yeah, now let's end the episode here. We'll get to some of the transfers though just before we do. But overall, that game is a huge one for us. And it kind of shows how far we've come in today's episode. Done a really, really good job of transforming the team, improving them, and making them look much better than last episode, which was quite an embarrassment, to be honest. So hopefully this is the turning point now, and hopefully in the next episode we can continue to dominate. Transfer offer in for Regani. Not interested. Let's move on. And we've got here some news back on a player that we're looking at. Verdi. Is he the centre attacking mid? Yes, he is. They've rejected the offer. They're not interested in the player, I think they said, and the cash amount is not enough. So maybe we up the cash amount to 14 million. That's his value, plus a player on top of that. Maybe they'll accept it. And Empoli have come back and said they've matched £3.3 million that we've asked for Rossetti, and they're the team that just beat 3-0. Transfer offer in for Spinazzola, a left mid that we're not going to use. Again, it's from Empoli, but we're going to ask for more because they keep on undercutting the value of the players. So we'll ask for what it's worth, and again, they can have him if they want him. And a signing for us. We're going to sign Mertens, 6 million plus one of the centre mids that we're looking to get rid of. He joins, a left winger for us. He won't start every single game. He's going to be probably a cut player, a bench player, but a really important one, I think, for us potentially as well. These are players that are left winger, and maybe even down the centre at times as well. A really good squad player that I'm very happy to have signed, and he'll be, I think, maybe a left winger, centre attacking mid, that sort of player, but I think an important one actually for the end of the season. And to finish off the episode, Dani Alves will be departing, 18 million plus Dani Alves to get in our right back. Both of these signings we've just made here are your suggestions. You left them in the last episode, and I read and I decided to go ahead with them. Very good suggestions as well, actually. A right back here that we're going to get in. Dani Alves leaves us after a very good last 9 minutes, actually. He played very well. Understandably, though, as everyone else was really tired. But a new right back, very, very happy with him. He looks a solid right back. Very, very happy with his stats. Stamina-wise, looks great as well. So looking forward to using him next episode. He can also play left back as well, which I didn't realise. But gives us a nice player, a similar sort of player to Azpilicueta maybe. But obviously now I've got one of those players for either side at full-back. And yeah, that concludes today's episode. Thank you so much for watching. I think we've got a lot done in today's episode. Made some really good signings. I got some really good results as well. So if we could go ahead and hit 40 likes, I'd really appreciate it. And if you haven't already, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well down below. Let me know in the comments if you've clicked that bell button to get notifications about the new videos being uploaded. Also, let me know your thoughts on today's episode and potential players I can sign next episode. I don't think we need to sign too many more, to be honest. We've got £15 million left on the budget, and I think a very strong squad. But obviously, if we get any other offers in, then potentially that could change. But yeah, that's everything for today's episode. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.